We should ride back. Report this to von Bergel.
Henry, do you think we made the right decision?
Definitely. You saw the hell Hashek and his men let loose, didn't you?
That's true. But von Bergov won't just let it go. I don't know if we should return to Trotsky at all. What if he notices something? What if we slip up? Fuck. What then?
We'll have to pretend we didn't want to get involved. And only survived due to luck.
Right. Hashek wanted to handle it himself and leave us behind, so we only just made it out. And, God, Henry, I don't know if I can do this.
We must. Like always. Whoa!
Gah!
I always got that mare, someone gave it to me for free.
Come here!
can't complain, no.
What do you want from me, you beggar?
My body is in need of rest and relaxation.
Aye, the baths are open.
I've got a few wounds that need taking care of.
As you wish. You
Let's talk about the price.
certainly, no problem.
Do you accept?
That's more like it. Just a bit more, and we can shake hands. Wonderful. You'll see. You'll be happy to come back here. There, all better. I hope that's all your aches and pains taken care of. And take better care of yourself out there, friend.
Christ, what?
Doesn't it bother you? Walking around here like some kind of animal?
Well, it does, but I had no choice. Sorry.
Christ.
Be careful.
How are you doing?
God is
Not
punishing
too
us
bad.
for our sins.
Heartburn, creaking knees, and backache every morning. I can't complain, though. Look at Captain Thomas. He was at death's door.
And he's still not out of the woods. I pray to God he gets better.
Exactly. He'd be sorely missed. I was with him at the Copper's Soul Tavern.
We're back from Semin, sir.
About time, too. We will talk about everything in my chamber. Let's go.
You know, on the corner of Baker Street.
Sir, with regard to Semin,
I hope you bear some good news, Lord of Perkstein.
Well, unfortunately not, sir. Things went wrong. And old Samin and his people attacked us.
What? And where is Burgrave Hashek?
Hashek is dead.
Dead? How? And what of his men?
It grieves me, sir. But none of them survived.
How did it happen? Speak.
It turns out Alder was working with the bandits. He even left his own wedding to help them ambush you.
That rat.
Lord Samin didn't want to turn over his son, so a battle broke out. Hashek and his men fought valiantly, I must say.
And what happened then? It sounds like the Semin folk stood no chance.
At first not, sir. It was all over soon. So then we searched the fortress and found Alder wounded. We wanted to arrest him, but he fought like a wounded animal. He didn't survive.
I still don't understand what happened with Hashek and my men.
Well, up till then, everything went smoothly, if you could say that. Hashek ordered the fortress to be torched as a warning to others. But then, the rest of the Samin garrison suddenly pounced on us out of nowhere, and a terrible massacre started. Hashek? Never in my life have I seen anyone fight like that. He must have caught 10 arrows covering the retreat. But to no avail. In the end, the fortress was in flames, and only the two of us made it out alive.
That is a pity. Every able-bodied man has his worth. At least, I will not have to explain to another noble that his son was killed in my domain. Or nephew. I don't suppose that you had time to find out where those bastards are hiding.
We did, sir. The bandits have occupied Nabokov and taken Sir Yaramir captive.
Well now, at least there is that. Now we can take action. They will regret the day they were born. That will be all for now. I will speak with the Chamberlain about the steps we shall take against Nabokov. I will announce my plan to all my vassals and allies at the evening feast. I will be expecting you both.
Certainly, sir. Come for me in the evening, so we can go there together.
Be careful, it's not safe here. Good day to you.
About those Cumans, is it done?
Aye. They shouldn't be a problem anymore.
Are you sure?
Don't worry. I had a word with them.
What? What the fuck do you mean, had a word? Are you yanking my pizzle?
I understand you may not trust me, but my word is good. When I say they'll never show up here again, I mean it. If they do, I'll take care of them. My parents were killed by Cumans. I've no reason to lie for their sake.
Well, all right then. But woe betide you if I even hear of them again. Now go, before I change my mind.
See you later.
Guten Tag, mein Freund. Ich bin gleich bei dir. Welcome. You can buy everything you need from me, but excuse the selection. A few days ago, when I was returning with new goods, the horse got spooked and my wagon tipped into the pond. I salvaged some things, but the rest is now in the pond.
And where did the wagon tip?
On the roads near the Katchak Pond, beyond Jelioff. You can still find it there. I can't tell you how much it still pisses me off. But what can I do?
I'm sorry to hear that.
Me too. But what can I do? So, what will it be?
What do you have for sale? I'd like to discuss the price.
Gut, versuchen wir's.
What would you say to this?
That's quite a sum. Lower your price a bit and we'll make a deal. Why? You'll convince me with that price? Du wirst sicher zufrieden sein. Bis bald.
Hail.
Christ, what now?
Pig was sitting here.
Good afternoon, Henry.
The humans won't be coming back here. Don't worry.
Good. Peace at last. Until you get into trouble again, that is.
What's the latest news, innkeeper?
Remember how I told you about the Divoshenko of Samin?
Yes, the dead one from the rocks. I remember.
Now they're claiming they've heard a leshy around here.
And what is that?
It's a kind of forest man. You can recognize them by their eerie calls, but don't even think about answering. Otherwise, they'll jump on your back and won't let you go until you drop dead from exhaustion. Sometimes they also kidnap young girls. Simply put, it's a bastard from hell.
How can I protect myself?
Like I said, never answer their calls. Apart from that, it also helps to put on different shoes or carry a piece of bread.
Where did they see him?
Well, they didn't actually see him, they just heard him. By the Nabokov pond. One fella goes fishing on the other side. He said he heard him. He ran like a bat out of hell.
What else is new around here?
And that's about it, I'd say.
Sounds interesting. Thank you, innkeeper. What do you have for sale? A word about the price.
Aye, I'm listening.
Is this enough?
Well, if you offer a little bit more, we can make a deal. Aye, that sum'll convince me. Why is this sticky? What can I get for you?
Master Scribe, what do you want? I just came to see if you're working. What does it look like? Well, it looks to me that instead of writing, you're just scribbling nonsense.
They're called letters, and that's exactly what I'm paid to do.
Ah, well, carry on then. Ale?
How are things, Master Scribe?
What would you like to hear? I don't spread gossip. I only write it down.
Well, Troskovitz isn't exactly a small village. People are probably doing well here, eh?
And why shouldn't they be? The war has avoided our region so far. I think we can especially thank our lord, Sir Otto von Burgau, for that.
And what's your lord like?
Von Burgau? My goodness. He knows how to keep order, just like his Chamberlain Ulrich. Though, sometimes it's not so easy with him.
Who's this Chamberlain Ulrich?
Ulrich von Schaumburg manages the estate of Sir Otto von Burgau. You see, as the royal chamberlain, Sir Otto spends most of his time in Prague. So Ulrich is actually something like the unofficial local ruler.
Are you from here?
No, I'm not. I come from nearby Yitchin.
So what are you doing here?
The plague and a spell of bad luck are behind it. The plague took most of my relatives to their maker, and I didn't want to return home after my studies. Bailiff Thrush offered me a good position here, so why shouldn't I accept it?
What do you have for sale? I'd like to discuss the price.
Sure. Why not?
What would you say to this?
That's almost an acceptable price. Almost. Aye, you'll convince me with that price. I hope you'll be satisfied, my friend.
As the local scribe, you know a lot of things, right?
I'd say so. In this province, not a squirrel farts without my knowing.
Right. So, if I needed to get something, you'd certainly be able to tell me where, right?
Depends on what you're looking for. Don't involve me with anything dishonourable.
No, don't worry. I'm just looking for some armour.
Armour? Well, unless you want to join von Burgau's retinue, I don't think I can help you. But try Radovan, the blacksmith in Tachov. He might at least sell you an iron helmet.
You don't know of anything better?
Aha! So, the good man is a connoisseur, eh? And how would Prince Brunswick's armour suit you?
Whose armour?
Oh, it's just a local legend.
What legend?
It's hard to explain. There are actually 2 legends, or even 3. Well, it doesn't really matter. Why are you so interested anyway? Fine armour like that belongs in the hands of a knight.
That may be true. But even the finest armour has to pass through the hands of the master blacksmith who forged it. Well, I might be only an apprentice, but that's all the more reason I should take an interest in such things and learn something.
Well, that is pretty wise of you, all right. So, in short, they say the armour of ancient Bohemian Prince Brunswick is hidden here, waiting for some valiant knight to find it. I don't believe it, of course. After all, I'm educated. But you'd be surprised how many fools have set off to find it.
Who exactly was this Brunswick?
You don't know, lad? Educate yourself. Brunswick was a famous Czech prince who won the lion for our country's coat of arms.
Really? How is it that I've never heard of him?
Perhaps because he never existed. Prince Vladislav II got the lion for our coat of arms for helping Emperor Frederick I, known as Redbeard.
But you just said that...
Brunswick is just a legend, but a quite lovely one, I'll give you that.
Could you recount for me the legend of Brunswick?
Well, why not? Brunswick was a valiant Bohemian prince. He lived in a time when our country had an eagle on its coat of arms, but that wasn't good enough for him. So he decided to head out into the world and gain the mark of a more powerful animal.
A man after my own heart.
You may think so, but his wife was none too happy. Her name was Ludmilla, and she begged Brunswick 100 times to stay home, but he just couldn't be persuaded. Still, he loved her very much. So he took her ring and told her that unless someone came and showed her that ring during the next 7 years, she should wait for his return. But if he failed to return after 7 years, that would mean he would never return.
Then what happened next?
Brunswick's party set out to sea, but didn't get far. They were drawn in by an island with a mysterious mountain of amber that holds all ships and prevents them from leaving. Over time, the men on the deserted island died of starvation, leaving only Brunswick, who noticed that once a year a great bird called No came to the island to hunt. And so the clever knight hid in his horse's hide at just the right time. And when the bird came, it mistook him for prey and carried him away. So Brunswick wandered on. After some time on the road, the prince came across something unprecedented. A duel between a lion and a 9-headed dragon. So, what do you think Brunswick did at that moment?
Well, considering what he later added to the coat of arms, I expect he helped the lion, eh?
Smart. Brunswick rushed to help the lion, and together they killed the dragon. And from that time on, they were stalwart companions. The lion even followed him all the way back to Bohemia. Except, by then, it was already too late. It had already been exactly 7 years to the day since Brunswick set off on his journey. His wife, Ludmilla, who had until that time valiantly resisted all suitors, was about to remarry. But at the wedding feast, Brunswick managed to drop the ring in her cup. So it all turned out well. For Brunswick, that is. Not so for Ludmilla's new groom, but the lion took care of that.
Where did Brunswick's armour come from?
It is said that George the Lion of Württemberg brought it here. He was the nephew of Lord Chenjek of Württemberg, who built Trusky. This George spent a lot of time with King Wenceslas. A suspiciously long amount of time, if you know what I mean.
I think I get the picture.
And it is said that one day, a lion escaped from the king's menagerie, and George overpowered it with his bare hands and laid it at the king's feet, still alive. As a reward, Wenceslas gave young Württemberg the name Lion and the armour of his ancestor, Prince Brunswick. Only Sir George didn't live to enjoy it for long. He caught the plague at a tournament abroad, and died on his way back to his king, specifically while visiting his uncle here at Trusky. Of course, the king wanted his armour back, but Lord Chenjek didn't want to give it to him, claiming he had the hereditary right to it. It looked like Wenceslas would lay siege to Trusky, but fortunately Lord Chenjek was completely destitute by then, so he sold all of Trusky and the armour to the king.
Chenjek was broke. How come?
Because of building his castle. Trusky may be impressive, but it's too expensive for a nobleman. Even the king had difficulty paying for such a castle.
Well, if the king was so endeared with Brunswick's armour, why did he leave it here?
Because he didn't have any choice, my friend. He never found the armour. Lord Chenjek was as cunning as a fox. While he did leave the armour here, he never told anyone where. It's said he hid it so it could only be found by a true knight, each piece in a different place. Or so they say round these parts. Who knows if there's any truth to the tale?
And do you know where I could find Brunswick's armour?
Yes, lad, if it even really exists. But I do have a little bit of advice for you. Sir Chenjek, who they say hid the armour, left behind a riddle. It's a test that must be passed by whoever wants to find it. Do you want to hear it?
And how did that riddle go?
Wait, how was it? I've got it. Take your leave of crone and maiden, standing tall behind the gates. Boldly go towards true midnight. In caverns cold your prize awaits. Pass through the all of forest kings, hidden deep from hunter's gaze. Standing tall, 2 guards of stone, behind whom yearn for treasure lays. Between them stands a mighty rock, a subtle niche, yet deeper still, a place to give one's art to God. Behold my armour gleaming still.
The Crone and the Maiden towards midnight. We've got east, west, midday, midnight. Bloody hell! I think I know where it is.
Really? Well, seems you've got something between your ears then, lad. And you know what? I've got something else for you. Sir George, who previously owned the armour, wanted to have a nice poleaxe made in Prague too, but he died of the plague before he could do it. I'm not too certain about Brunswick and his armour, but this is certainly true, because I have a copy of George's order here. Here, take it, as a keepsake. And now go.